are connected by origin and are made of the same essence.
Hello, humans.
The one thing I look forward to?
Are you
Growing up, of
summoning
course.
for Blade? No. I already did my summons for Blade on my 2 accounts that wanted him. One lost the 50-50, uh, my Firefly account, and the other got him early at like 40 pity, which was my Phanon account that's building the follow-up team. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know what to do with Tribby with the way this account is going. I was thinking like, what if I folded for Blade because then he'd make my Tribby useful, but that's kind of stupid. Because if I lose the 50-50 on Cyrene, I'm cooked.
Man,
So that's a no-go.
With this divine power, I reforge all things. Mountains move, kraken rise.
You
Soaring
sound so
above the
drained.
lands, this is
Isn't that
permanence.
just me all the time?
step onto the board. Your downfall is absolute.
Is this where you lost 50-50? No, this account didn't pull him at all. My Anoxa account is saving for Cyrene.
To the soul.
Friendly as before.
Insanity. To the soul.
This account's two main DPSs are an Anoxa and
Reforge all
Archer.
things.
Your downfall is absolute. A bloody fight.
Soaring above the lands, this is permanence. Insanity. To the soul.
You heard that there's no Nova coming in 4.4?
Reforge all
I mean, I'm
things.
not surprised. I was always open to the idea that it wasn't in 4.4 because they kept specifying in leaks.
Your
Like
downfall is
nobody ever leaked that the
absolute.
Novas were in 4.4. They always just said it's in the next batch. So I was like, it could be 4.4 like Phaedon's patch, but it could also take
With this
longer.
divine power, I reforge all things.
Fight for me.
Would you pick Gila or E1 Archer? On this account, E2 Archer. I have no use for Gil. Well, unless Gil is able to be ran as main DPS. Like, if Gil can be ran main DPS, and he can use my Sunday and my Tribby, then that might change things. But if he's tied to Saber, which is what a lot of these leaks are implying, I'd probably get E2 Archer. Just depends either way it goes. Can't tell until beta. I mean, I don't even play AA. I don't know what people are complaining about. I refuse to touch that shit. I'll touch the Star Wars mode because the Star Wars mode actually gives a currency, but not AA. When does Star Wars mode come? I don't remember. Did you get M-Blade? On one of my accounts, yeah. My Phaeton account. I think Star Wars APOC is next week. Oh, there you go. I guess it was in this patch. How'd the polls go? On my Phaeton account, phenomenally. Like, my Phaeton account has been doing quite well. My Phaeton won 50-50 on Evanesia. And then I also just got an early on M-Blade. And that's the account building up follow-up. So, I have a follow-up team, I have an Evanesia team, and I have my Phaeton team. But, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I did something dumb. I forgot that Blade only works with healing sustains. So I tried to run this guy in a Dan Heng PT team, and I mean, it just didn't last long. I forgot that he dies if he isn't healed. So I just built I just built M-Blade. I still need to build Evanesia, and now I need to build up the Huo from the golden token, so that I can actually, like, play all my teams, which is annoying. Evanesia is gonna get Dan Heng PT. Did you test M-Blade? No. It's not really a test. I don't have anything prepared for him on my accounts. I mean, I had his base shit done, but, like, his relics just came out in this patch. So it's incredibly scuffed. And then I couldn't even run him because I don't have a sustain for him. So I have to wait till I build Woho and I give him better relics, and then I can do better testing with the follow-up team. I am not pulling Hyacine for Blade because I'm decently confident the follow-up team is going to have a better sustain in a few patches anyways. I feel like that's kind of a waste to spend it on possibly Hyacine.
Is there something?
If you have Hyacine, might as well use her and not get the new sustain.
Meet again.
Brother, nobody even knows what the new sustain does or looks like. The new sustain could be miles better than Hyacine.
This entire
And to be honest, probably will, whenever they release.
Now that everyone
has made.
their appearance
No need.
to keep further secrets
What you can
as a spark
must grow
to wildfire.
as an extra one of these
Fantasy games
shall receive all
of my authority within a few minutes.
to become
The true permanent
one of elation. As such, it's time to revel in unabated joy.
No. It's either they get a new sustain or they use Jiaoqiu Nova Flare. They're not going to use Hyacine. I can almost guarantee it. Like, you guys need to understand, you never is like an older version sustains best in slot for new version. Like, it never happens. Hyacine already does 1 million damage. Hyacine's damage output is shit. No offense. Like, the reason Hyacine looks so impressive in scenarios on a follow-up team is because the follow-up team's buffs are 10 times more potent than hers herself. And then Blade, who's the support, does way more damage than Hyacine does. Like, Hyacine, she doesn't provide anything outside of just max HP in healing. And then it's only with her Lycone that she actually puts, like, any type of debuff, which is a little bit of vulnerability. But Hyacine herself is just, like, kind of there on the team.
We should be able to find the archive room and Miss Dolly.
That's why I said, like, if they Nova Jiaoqiu, Jiaoqiu would probably be better than any of the other options. Assuming they don't nerf his debuffs, he'd be better than Hyacine. Just because he's a healer who can also debuff.
Well,
So, here we
I wonder why they moved Elation Sustain back so that they can justify making them stronger.
Is that their fate hanging over
The
their
later in the version an upgrade to Elation team comes out,
Come on.
the stronger of an upgrade they're gonna be for the Elation team.
We'll
It's just
stop
kind of like
saying
that.
over their head.
Astral
If I had to guess, the thought process is before we released Hyacine a little too early, and then this meant we had to like suddenly scale all these other teams either higher or lower depending because we didn't expect her to be this strong or whatever. So instead, what you do, the easiest way to balance it is you move on to building the other teams. And when you finish building the other teams, you know exactly how strong the last upgrade for the Elation team needs to be. Like, there's no, oh, I think this is good, but like, you have no planning of how the other teams are going to be in comparison to Monorem. But with the way they're doing it now, they know the strength of every single team. So they can perfectly balance the last piece of Elation to be just as strong as they need to be.
So-called ruling. Does
It just makes their
involve
life
something
easier, probably.
rising from the sky to just
Because, like,
stab
let's say they
each
release the
head?
Elation Sustain now, and the Sustain is too underpowered, maybe,
I must
and then the follow-up team ends up being more overpowered than expected, they can't really go back and change anything, right? Because Nova Flares usually take a year or 2 years before they hit new characters. So, that, like, they can't change anything. The Elation team's stuck like that. And then if they make it too overpowered, then they kind of regret it, and now they need to overtune the new teammates on the other teams.
That's a cute puppy. Looks like it's taken a liking to you.
It's just a guess, though.
I'll just borrow this cutie's head for a sec.
I'll say Silverwolf is underwhelming. I'm more hyped for Himiko. Yeah, I was rerunning now, and I'm not even touching that E1. I mean, yeah, I feel like... I feel like Silverwolf is just a Cassie pre-Hyacine situation all over again. That last piece of Elation is probably going to be a disgusting buff. But until then, like, the thing is, you can just skip until then, you know? Like, by the time the last piece of Elation comes, they'll probably rerun Silverwolf, so you don't really need to stress about pulling her now. I'll say that for sure. But I still think Silverwolf is probably going to have the strongest team by the end of this version. Like, the later the last piece for Elation comes, the more likely it is that it's going to be disgustingly strong. Is it so they can avoid power creep with 3.x units until 4.x? Oh no, they've already power crept the teams from 3.x. And some of these teams aren't even finished, and they're stronger than the 3.x teams. Like, that's already done for. It's more so making sure that the Annie team doesn't end up either too underwhelming or too overwhelming in comparison to other teams. Like, Hoyo likes a balance. Like, their favorite shield team,
Kill you to pay
they have no issues making it the strongest, but they don't like, let's say, 2 times stronger than any other team in the same version, right? And then they also don't like it if this team's super expensive and then it's falling short in comparison to other teams, like let's say Ashvale plus Blade, that have way better value. So it just makes it easier for them to balance stuff the longer they wait. Which I'm not surprised they're taking this approach, because they already did it in changing up the way they sold sub DPSs. They were tired probably of sub DPSs being as good, if not better, in main DPS like Anoxa and Evernight, and like people ignoring the team that they're supposed to be sold for. So they started releasing the sub DPSs first before the main DPS. Unlike before, they always released it after, you know? Like, they're changing a lot up in this version in terms of the way they sell stuff. Understandable, really. Hello, Spar.
Step onto the board. Your downfall is absolute.
By that time, Silverwolf is gonna get power crept in a few patches. Brother, people said the same thing about Mono-Rem. And Mono-Rem is still one of the best clearing teams for the more difficult endgame content in the entire game. And we're halfway through V4. It's going to be the exact same thing happening all over again. The newer characters releasing will be individually stronger. However, as a team, they probably won't be better than like Silverwolf's main Elation team until they get their own full team, which is later in the version.
Being grateful for all
It'll be exactly like Mono-Rem.
that is the sound of thoughts clashing.
Tension I didn't expect Plain Arcadia to have a spot as peaceful as this. I guess there are pros and cons. Even after all these years, public transport around here is still a huge hassle.
Depends on which metric.
The TV
I
towers
think
still
Mono-Rem has a good reputation because everyone went into their verticals. Yeah, but Silverwolf also has like those Mono-Rem verticals, which is why I say that. Like, they have E1 Yao Guang, they have E1 and E2 Sparksy, they have E1 and E2 Silverwolf. There's really just one piece missing with a little vertical investment as well. Which, like, yeah, that's just how it is. I've always said this. A lot of people overestimate the glaze of these main push teams, right? Like, a lot of the time, being main push can be either good or bad, because usually main pushes are the characters most reliant on teammates, and the characters who love vertical investment the most, right? Meanwhile, you look at like Blade and Ashvale, these guys feel already insanely powerful and broken at base, and their verticals aren't like as shield in comparison to the main pushes, right? Like, you do have that, but that's just the price. And you only reap the rewards when you do go into this stupid investment on these main push teams. Me personally, as someone who has zero issues and consistently goes for vertical investment, I love the main pushes. I prefer the main pushes.
Listen, give it a rest. Can't I get a moment's peace before the debate starts?
The supplicant is attacking Seafield City with the power of the Harmony! Please, dear citizens!
Enough small talk. It is time to fulfill my duty. Step onto the board. Your downfall is absolute.
Serenity is before me. Insanity. It's of no consequence. Soaring above the lands. This is permanence.
Fight for me.
I like that although Silverwolf is getting more new teammates, Eva's the path of vertical investment instead. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Silverwolf's vertical investment, when she gets that last elation teammate, is going to be better probably than Evanesia's. For playing in a team where everybody does damage, Silverwolf's Eidolons are significantly stronger. Eva's are stronger because they all buff herself. It's like a Phanon situation, kinda. Like, she's the main damage dealer. There's not really anyone else who contributes towards the damage. So just buffing herself is the best. But Silverwolf is way more synergistic with a full team doing damage.
Remember the objective. When you access the network, data's going to flood your mind.
Yeah, really. Like, right now, Evanesia will look better the same way people were glazing Aglaia versus Cassie before Cassie got Hyacine. Like, it's gonna be the same thing. But when the last teammate comes out, people are probably gonna be shitting on Silverwolf for getting shielded, unlike Eva. That's just how it's gonna go. I see a lot of people are suddenly very excited about M-Blade. Now that, like, the official CCs are making content on them and stuff.
No need.
He is basically like this version's Tribby.
At the moment of
In my opinion, he's a better kit design than Tribby, actually. Because he actually has, like, a set-in-stone dedicated team for this version. Tribby, I mean, I guess you could say Tribby is the same. But she's not as best in slot as
Guess what this is.
M-Blade in his two best teams. And he has one more team on her as well.
Quick on the uptake. The Joy Ascendants can be counted among the denizens of whose cells are the...
So, foolish code.
And that's not all. Bingo.
Sorry to interrupt.
I think Avon might be a bounce DPS. Because like Blade's AoE, Ashvale's single target. I don't know. I feel like they might just mix it up and give Avon bounce.
I can tell. A hacker definitely had a hand in salvaging the world in Kansas.
Oh, it keeps moving.
I'll spawn a helper. And change my outfit while I'm at it. Wait, what is this outfit? Never mind. I'll debug it later.
Ash plus Blade feels stronger than Sparksy plus Yao as a core? I mean, yeah. It's basically like the old Tribby plus Hyacine wheelchair situation. But stronger.
One last joke.
Just moments ago.
We'll have to deal with the ones in the tower ourselves. Go melt it down.
That's why I don't think they'll be the strongest team, though. They're probably the strongest for now. But that's not gonna last more than like a couple patches. Not that I have any issue with it. It's just probably what's gonna happen. They sell you on like how generally good these less important characters are. And then the shield characters look bad for a little bit in comparison. And then they just massively fucking buff the shield characters. Yeah, really. It's like a bait. I swear they do it on purpose. They just do it to bait people because you're... Think about it. You think that the new main push team is going to be stupidly broken like the fully completed mono rem team. You see it isn't, so now you start having doubts. Should I invest into this follow-up team actually? Not only are they this super strong core, but they buff each other so much. Like I can use them with any team in any DPS. Maybe this is going to be the strongest team. And then they release some bullshit, overpowered Dahlia level increase multiple patches later for the main push. And now they're the strongest team by a little bit. And they're like, oh, fuck, I regret it. Maybe I should go back to investing into this team. Like, they're so smart, bro. They're so smart at taking advantage of people.
The magical girl troop that got here before us. They must have been taken by Foolish. Where'd everyone go?
Yeah, exactly, Verly, exactly.
Oh, look who's waiting. Watch it. Someone's behind that door. You. Weird.
I do still think the follow-up team is going to be strong, by the way. I'm not trying to say, like, oh, the new best-in-slot Silverwolf team is going to make the follow-up team irrelevant. But I do just think, like, a lot of people are going to get FOMO'd because it's going to be stronger than they expect currently.
With this divine power, I reforge all things. Mountains move, rockets rise! over than before.
Although I will say one thing I also appreciate, it seems like even the less shield teams are getting good Eidolons, which is nice. That was an issue a lot of people had in Ampho. It felt like the less popular characters weren't getting that good of verticals. But like you have like E2 Blade, E1 Ashvale currently for the follow-up team. You have E1 and E2 Eva if you like her. Sparksy also has some decent Eidolons. At least they're progressing on that.
There's no other choice.
You won't even spare the world in canvas? I do not wish to meet violence with violence, but your actions are simply too despicable!
Her emotions shifted slightly. Looks like we're pushing the right buttons.
There's only a Noxa who had bad Eidolons. I mean team-wide wise. If you include team-wide, it wasn't just a Noxa. It was a Noxa and a Glea. And Herda. Even Dot is mostly stuck to their E1s.
This bootleg Silverwolf is actually pretty useful.
A mass production plan is already in work.
They're still advancing, trying to bury the truth with violence. But the astral express must succeed. Elation shall not be defiled.
Okay, looks like it worked.
Herda had good Eidolons. Brother, I just specified team-wide.
Pearl?
Only Herda had good Eidolons. Even Tribby's E1 isn't really anything special these days. It's like kind of normalized. And it's mainly
Child's
good in
play.
pure fiction.
What are you so smug about?
Herda had no sustain, and Anoxa's Eidolons were garbage.
A quick victory isn't hard, but I'm being generous today by letting you witness the gap between us. Not bad. You've got some moves. What? You still think you can win?
Sorry I misheard. All good.
The Stellaron Hunter's mission ends here. Take a good look at who's taking you out. It's the last Emperor of the Dark Zone. That should put a stop to the endless flame wars.
Is this for the sake of ceremony?
Nice, Riley.
Silverwolf was right. Joyous Sentence have calmed down.
Go melt it down.
the
E1 blade with Cypher Sig? Yeah, that's quite strong. Is E1 blade worth it? I mean, it's like, what is it, like 20% pen? I don't remember if there's anything else on it. I mean, it's kind of like a normal support E1. Delays the countdown? Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess it does that as well. But buffing wise, it's pretty normal.
They really were villains. Why would they care about being condemned?
Random question, which AMFO unit do you think or would you want to be given out for free before others released, realistically speaking? Realistically in terms of how likely it's gonna happen? Or realistically like of what I genuinely want? If it's what I want, the best character you could give an AMFO for free is either Cyrene or Tribby. Those are probably the two best. And then Hyacine is like pretty close. If we're talking about realistically, it would probably be Tribby. Or Cypher. Those, like, Tribby and Cypher are the two most likely that this game would give for free on a selector at some point.
Cowardly ver-
Because they've already reran Tribby like a fuck ton of times. And then Cypher is the lowest selling unit in the history of the game, so they probably don't even care about her that much anymore. Wait, actually no. I forgot Ashvale took that title. My bad.
Blaming me for cheating? Ban my account if you dare. Take this.
I can see Tribby because of Robin and Rowan May. Yeah, exactly.
these vines.
Like, once a character has had enough reruns, and they're, like, decently out of meta enough at some point, they kind of see it as, like, an opportunity to sell characters on the golden token. My Day can be given out for free. Yeah, but nobody cares about My Day, really. So nobody would really be happy with that.
Foolish. And the source of
Ashvale is Bitcoin now. I wonder how his rerun will do. Depends on whether or not his rerun is like right before a new sustain. That might be like the setup of old time if that happens.
I
Do you understand why people are still dooming Yao? I don't care, man. I don't even want to talk about this topic. That's how much it hurts me. Like my head. Just let people doom. I don't care.
That's the
That night she looked... A gift from the elation! I shall create a never-ending Fantasmoon Games! Oh gods, let everyone never stop laughing! Is this as you wished?
Nothing from beyond the sky if this game never ends. Will you ever find happiness?
She wants the game to go on forever, looping inside an undying deadlock.
Stay focused. Don't let Shuhu assimilate you. I'll stand in their way. Mountains move. Kraken, rise!
I choose you.
If all is black, step onto the board. To the defeated, your downfall is absolute.
Lower game audio? It should be lower now, no? It only increases itself for some reason on cutscenes. I don't know why.
Must find her weakness.
Dragon soaring above the
I forgot that happens? Yeah, I don't know why. It just happens on mine for some reason.
this divine power. I reforge all things.
The climax of the comedy. How could it be complete without receive this blessing?
That's it?
So weak. Don't stop now. I haven't had my fill yet. Kill her. Kill her. Kill her.
The damage is low. I don't know why they do this on story bosses. They just do it to like force you to go through the motions of like the boss phases in their animations. So they have to like massively nerf your damage if you're killing it too fast. It's stupid, but I mean, I guess.
Yeah, you got this!
I believe in you!
Fight! Come on!
Get at it!
You got this.
No matter what kind of wish, I'll accept it, and I'll change it. The self beneath this mask, I'll show them. Hero meets the dazzling entrance.
Do you think Blade will sell lower than Ashvale because he's before the collab? No. Not only is Blade generally much more valuable than Ashvale, but he's the core support for Fua. He's the core support for Acheron, the highest selling DPS in the history of the game. And then he's also an SP of an already popular male character.
Where'd you pop up from, little lady?
Your wound. Are you alright?
I'm good. Actually, I've never been better. Step onto the board. Do you hear that full wish? The voice of calm. This one is for Scott. This Thunderboard and the Daybreak. This one. This is for everyone you've tormented.
Eva did 50% of Silverwolf's revenue. Did she? Do you mean 50% of Silverwolf's total? Or 50-50? Because I remember seeing that Eva had pretty low warps on her banner. Or like significantly lower than Silverwolf's.
With this divine
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
Sorry, my dear viewers.
Vash, I don't care.
seems this world is
Oh, wait, never mind. My thing accidentally scrolled up a ton, and I was like, no way you're asking the same question again about Yao Guang.
Sweet dreams always come to an end. This time, I will defend everyone's right to feel pain.
Gotta say what I do? Yeah, yeah. Oh, good.
The time has come. Shoo-ho! My death. I bury you!
That which began because of us. You and I will end this together!
Finally, the story quest is done. I hate catching up on the story quest for
Nice.
accounts.
Before it fully wakes up, I'll end this game with a single parameter.
Thank God this game got a skip button. It's so much faster now. I remember when I used to play multiple accounts when there wasn't a skip button. Torture. Oh, you gotta play the news story? Yeah.
Be grateful for all this clamor. That is the sound of thoughts clashing.
Never enjoyed a unit as much as I enjoyed playing Blade. I mean, yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean, people like... I feel like
The
every...
ink has not run dry, but the painted scroll is on the verge of tearing. I never thought the one who'd show up would be you.
I feel like everyone glazes follow-up characters in terms of enjoyability.
I'm flattered I managed to slip into your...
Fua just scratches something in my brain. I mean, it's just a spam. It's the highest attack frequency team in the game, so a ton of people like it. I should be at 50 pulls now. 53. Not bad. I have 50 pity on the character banner, and then I have, I think, 47 on the Lycone banner. So the account's pretty stacked. I technically have like 150 pulls worth unlimited banners. Gamble now? No. This account, unfortunately, has 0 use for a blade. It's just better to wait for Cyrene. You plan to go for Cyrene Lycone? Yeah. Because, okay, the two main DPSs of this account are Anoxa and Archer. So Archer, I know his new best in slot is going to be with Rin, so I don't need to stress because that banner is going to last for fucking forever. And then Anoxa, once I get Cyrene, his team is done as well. So I don't have anything else to pull for once I get Cyrene plus Lycone, really. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, my Sunday and Tribby are going to be here. And if a DPS pops up that can use them, then I'll go that route, probably. Like, let's say Gilga. If Gilga can be ran main DPS without Saber, and Sunday and E1 Tribby aren't too bad, then that would be my third team, probably. So it would be Anoxa, Archer team, and then Gilga main DPS. No, you guys don't understand, like, I already pulled Blade on my account with the follow-up team. On my Phanon account. Like, once I get a character, I don't really feel FOMO for them on other accounts. So it's not really the same situation.
What are they all up to over there?
Do you think there will be another 200 pull event for Gilgar Archer Lycone? Maybe, but personally, I don't really care. Like, it doesn't affect me at all if they put a Lycone event, even if I don't have enough pulls for it. The thing is, if it's anything like, if it's, let's say Gilga's built like Archer, I don't care because I'd go for the Eidolons before I'd go for his Lycone anyways, you know?
They say adult interested. Hey, friends! How would hair work?
I won't be able to get, like, if there's a 200 pull event, I won't be able to get it no matter what, though, I'm pretty sure. Unless, okay, unless I win the 50-50 and 75-25 for Cyrene, there's no chance I can actually consume 200 pulls on 4.4. Like, literally zero chance. I think that's a little optimistic, though, because I just recently got lucky. Pulling for Himiko? Possibly. Possibly. Because this account has Sunday. And the leakers have been stressing, like, Sunday is on Himiko's team. And he's going to get a Nova Flare in the next batch. So, it's definitely a possibility. But I don't know if I'm going to fuck with Himiko like that, you know? Gotta wait till the animations and stuff.
It is an honor. We have arrived. This is the snowy shore of the canvas world, Ingford Hermitage.
Did Nova get delayed? That doesn't matter.
Are those Wispy?
The leakers were saying Sunday was best in slot for Himiko even before he gets a Nova.
Oh dear, there are so many Wispe. They are blocking.
Can't watch this, haven't played yet? Alright, Burley. Thanks for stopping by.
Please follow my lead.
They're gonna announce it. I mean, I just think the Nova Flares aren't happening in 4.4. I've already said this for a while now, too. That there's a pretty good chance it's not on 4.4. Because not a single leaker actually said, yo, the Nova Flares are happening in 4.4. Legit, not a single one. Like, almost all of the reliable leaks about the Nova Flare batch have said, in the next batch. In the next Nova Flares. They haven't really said 4.4 specifically. It's just that a lot of people assumed it was 4.4 because that's what happened on Phaenon's patch. Phaenon had fake collab. It was only him as an original HSR character and then the Nova. Didn't 3.4 give out the most pulls? No. The highest pull count in the game is 4.2. Last patch. At 130.
Go melt it down.
So, you're...
Himiko will have to be strong to have Sunday as a best in slot. It just doesn't work like that. And also, once again, like, Sunday's gonna get Nova flared at some point, guys. It's really not that big of a deal. It's the same way Elation teams are currently stuck using Huo. You know? But Sunday should be way more synergistic with Himiko than Huo is for Elation.
Casper? Are you there?
The team can still be good, though.
Nope. I'm not.
Without a Nova, yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, you guys need to understand, if a character is being built with Sunday as a teammate in mind, and they're like a heavily reliant ult DPS, Sunday can hold his own, like, quite well. Like, for example, before Evanesia got, like, nerfed to hell in terms of, like, usage outside of Yao Guang and Elation teams, Sunday came out ahead of Sparkle, like, decently often for her, just because he had ER gen, and she's like an ult reliant DPS, you know. Like, he's not so bricked to the point where him being on your team automatically makes your team like probably like 50% weaker or something in comparison to everything else. It's just that when a lot of people talk about, like, Sunday getting nerfed and stuff and his weaknesses, they're talking about, like, putting Sunday on teams that weren't even meant for him. But those used to be his best team. It's like a Robin situation, right? Where everybody used Robin on every single team, and they forgot that she actually had a main team for follow-up. And that's where, like, she really is supposed to shine. How in the world did I just do that? Also, I think at this point, it's highly likely that Himiko is a summon DPS. Yeah, like, it's highly likely at this point. If the leaks are true about her using, like, a mecha. The mecha is a summon. I mean, there's a chance it isn't. But there's just as good of a chance that it is.
You'd better be good at dodging, gamer.
I don't know what Rin is gonna use, man. Literally no way to know if there's nothing on her kit.
Even next to such a lively hot spring hotel, there's a secluded mountain path. These atonement statues all look like small animals. I should find a prominent spot for the You're sick.
When set, yeah, it could literally be anything. There's absolutely nothing leaked about Rin's kit. Outside of we know she is probably best in slot for Archer, and that's it. So it's impossible to talk about relic sets.
I choose you.
Maybe I could cope and think Ren has a unique mechanic that buffs either single target or AoE. Yeah, that sounds way too hopeful, not gonna lie. Sounds too general.
No, Wispe were harmed in leaking of this operation.
Then I shall begin with that lone island of Insumosu. It was a desolate wasteland, untouched and forgotten. Desolate, cold, the perfect place to lay the dead to rest. I planted rusted, broken.
Well, at least I've done 2 of my account's story patches.
Of my departure. Little did I know that even after joining the Stellaron Hunters, I would find myself returning there time and again, bringing along a few new swords with me. Their owners, some of them sought my life, only to fall by my hand. Others,
I wonder if beta is actually today during the night.
times,
If I'm awake,
as their own lives.
that might be interesting.
I was once a craftsman, and those swords, they were all my own creations.
This is 4.3 territory, I can't see it.
Friends,
Oh, good.
one by
I
one,
mean, to be fair, you probably didn't realize it, but like the last 30 minutes have been 4.3 territory. But I appreciate you being here. Take care.
me, and my sword. When will it finally join them? in their
Live
wars?
Gabby reaction? Hell no. Hell no.
I will follow your words with my brush and paint the ideal end. Sword barrier. We've reached the shore you've been seeking.
Like, you guys think I always sound drained,
This place.
and that's when I usually have energy. Like, you guys, bro, I am so dead when I'm actually tired.
He finally smiled. I'm actually the one who can't even smile. This sucks.
issue sword. I
Nothing more immersion breaking than having an AMC named Schlog.
by hung.
Oh, yeah, that's probably this account's name. I forgot. I mean, I'm not much of a story enthusiast, so I never really considered that.
I promised to forge for him all those years ago. The prosthetic arm and sword staff for Mr. La Mancha were works created by my master and me. This is not my work. A weapon given by Ying Xing to an old friend.
Apprentice, come here.
Finally. Is the end in sight?
Nope.
When were you?
Dad?
Himeko, come over. Tell me more about this. There's actually so much interesting stuff on this express. This table is just as I thought. The Astral Express looks amazing inside. The Shen, is it there? Oh, let me see. It's bigger on the inside.
Papa finds Himeko's father very easygoing.
Himeko.
Yeah, yeah.
Electron party. Rumor has it that the
Have your fun, man. Have your fun. Let me skip these dialogues.
Everyone, hide! Don't let them find us! Run, Senior! The Herald of Death is back!
Don't be afraid, Belle. 15. Something very important?
nice weather today.
Jump scared me. Yeah, HSR has moments like that.
Oh my gosh, I'm such a huge fan of yours! Senior Himeko! Oh wow, she actually looked at me!
Her navigator aura is incredible.
Did they just say she has aura?
The Genesis classroom.
Brother.
Ms. Dolly? I never noticed.
Yeah. I'm not really scared anymore. The suppression. Another body.
Black Birch.
This stench. It's about time.
You're almost done. The quest is short. It just seems like this quest is a lot more dialogue filled. So that's why it feels short. The more dialogue filled something is, the faster you can go through it now because of the skip.
Stop during that night.
Like, I bet playing this normally, it's probably like 3, maybe 4 hours. Could be wrong though.
Come forth. Demonstrate your defiance.
Is it over?
Watch out!
Pity. Such a clean strike. But the odds of success are 0.
The
restraint check failed?
A 1 in 10,000 chance. The moment I cast the dice, the outcome is fixed. Remove the mask, protagonist. It doesn't suit you. As for you, your end is decided. Farewell.
Sorry. I have failed.
Asshat Pramod has so much aura. Nice nickname.
We must force her back to her senses.
Dragon soaring above the lands. This is permanent.
Do we have to go full force?
Of course not. That is exactly what that Mimi wants.
This boss design is sick.
My strength isn't what it was. I'm just a frick. Insanity. To the soul. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Press the attack. To the defeat, your downfall is absolute.
You can do it. Trust me. We can do anything.
Insanity.
Absolutely cannot let you touch this place.
Did they just forcefully cancel Maya Nox's double skill so I wouldn't kill? Huh? Okay, man.
We need to finish this fast and catch up to Assat Pramod. Looks like I have to use level 999 one.
No need for that. If a sword is needed.
Have you thought it through? What defines a blade? The sharpness that endures after all has worn away. I shall take veracity as my forge, and abundance as my iron. Die a thousand deaths. Tempered into a blade! What? Not even a welcome back?
You will serve as the tempering fire.
No way! Blade! You answered my prayers!
1 in 10 chance of survival. I choose to survive.
To the soul.
If all is black or white, there'd be no charm. As we've written,
With this divine power,
I'm surprised they went with bugs over this boss in the AA reset. I wouldn't know.
What happened to her?
I'm the #1 casual because I never play AA.
We have to bring her to her senses first.
press the attack.
Alright, this should kill, right? Nice.
you will serve as the tempering fire.
Absolutely cannot let you touch this.
Will we ever get a male main push? We already did. It's Phanon.
So, you really are a fake.
Right back at you.
O denizens of this Arcadia, lost in its splendor. Once I beheld the Astral Express rise again towards the stars. Since then, you have known 15 long years of unbroken peace. It's been a while, old friend. For 15 years it was I, Hassan Khan, who delivered every promise of beauty to this Arcadia in advance. Now, please indulge in these long overdue surprises.
Besides Phanon? I mean, yeah, eventually, probably. But just don't expect it. Alrighty. That didn't take too long. That took about half an hour. So a 4-hour story turns into half an hour if you just skip. $57, not bad. Are you gonna stream when beta is ready? No. Way too tired. By the time beta comes out, I might already be asleep, in all honesty. There's no way I'd stream. If I'm awake, I might make a video, and even then, I might just wait until tomorrow when I have, like, more energy. So yeah, probably gonna end the stream there, guys. Just went through 2 patches of story. Just want to get that over and done with. Love you all. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great night.